Come with me as we change the oil on this 2019 Mustang GT. First thing we're going to do is turn the vehicle on for 5 or 10 minutes. Let the oil warm up. That way it'll drain better. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Maybe. With vehicles that are low like this one, which this one isn't too bad, but if you've got a lowered vehicle, you've got ground effects, or like a Corvette or something that's already super low, and you're going to use these ramps instead of jacking it up using jack stands, I recommend these race ramps. I don't work for them, I don't get sponsored by them. These things are expensive, I'm not going to lie, but these are really good, and there's different sizes available, different lengths. But this works good for me. I bought these when I had my Hellcat. It was lowered, and the front wanted to scrape trying to use regular ramps. And I don't like using jacks and jack stands. Those are always a pain in the ass. These are better. So we have our race ramp set up. They come in 2 pieces, so there's 4 pieces total. You position them in front of your tires. Try to get them as straight as you can. I always get out and look and readjust if I have to. So I turn the car on, let it run for a few minutes. Get my ramps ready. We're going to jump in here and pull it up on these ramps and get ready to change this oil. If I'll unlock it first. I like to roll up about halfway and then get out and check and make sure I'm not going to run off these ramps. You want to make sure that all of your tire is positioned on the ramps. That one's going to be kind of close. I'm going to cut it to my left a little bit and roll on up. Let's do it here. And once you get to the top, you'll feel it kind of level out when you're at the top. And then you have these little pieces on the end that help stop your tire. Now you can run this bastard off of this if you floor it, so just go slow, and that looks perfect. Now that we have that up, what you want to do to get underneath, or to help you get underneath, is go ahead and remove these second pieces of the ramp. So these pieces here just come off, and that way you can slide in from the side. Take care of that oil change. Now that we have it up on our ramp, we can crawl up underneath it. Car's been running for 5-6 minutes. We should be good to turn him off and get this thing started. We'll go ahead and pop the hood. All right, so we have our hood popped. And every vehicle is a little bit different as far as the location of your oil filler and all that stuff. So let's see. On this vehicle, on this 5.0 Mustang, it is right here. On the, if you're looking at the front of the car, it's on the left-hand side of the engine here. It says SAE5W20. Before we undo our oil drain plug and our oil filter, go ahead and twist this cap. Pull it off. That helps that oil flow out of there. It puts some air pressure in here and helps to push that old oil out when we start that little process. Now that that is done, over here we have what we need for this vehicle to do the oil change. We have our oil. We've got 5W30 synthetic oil we're using. We have a Motorcraft FL-500S Motorcraft filter. We have our filter wrench. I'm pretty sure this stationary one is going to work. If not, I've got my strap wrench I can use. We also have our funnel that we need to use to put the new oil in. Have a ratchet. And I have some sockets. I'm not sure if this is a 15 millimeter or what it is as far as the size goes with the socket. So I want to carry my little bucket down there and use that. This vehicle, I'm pretty sure, takes, what is it? I think it's 10 quarts of oil. I've got 11 here just to be safe, but I'm pretty sure it's 10. I'm going to check the manual before I add oil and make sure that I'm correct. But I should have enough with 11 quarts. So let's go ahead and get into it and start draining this old oil. One thing I forgot to mention that you'll need is a pan for the old oil to get poured into. These can be picked up at any of those stores that sell the oil, AutoZone or O'Reilly's or Pep Boys or any of that junk. You can also order these, of course, on Amazon or any of those places, Walmart, anywhere. So start with this, slide this under the vehicle. We're going to go ahead and take these sockets, this ratchet, and our oil filter wrench. And we're going to slide under here. I've never changed the oil on this car. I just bought this car from my son. He bought a Charger Scat Pack. So he has that. Oh, look at this. Okay. So actually, on this vehicle, and I've had my Hellcat had the same thing. I think these are aftermarket, but I ain't 100% sure. But it has a drain plug there that's like plastic where you just spin it. You don't need a socket or a ratchet or any of that kind of stuff. So that's easy. So let's see if I can crawl underneath this car. Even on them damn ramps, this thing is going to be tight. Let's see. And it's going to be hot under here. It's already 98 degrees out here in the end of July in Georgia. All right, so let's pull this thing back a little bit. Let's check out this cap here. I think that's all you have to do is twist. Yeah, so you just twist it. It's crazy how that shit stays on there. I know some people talk shit about having these things, but they seem okay. I'm going to try to get this without getting oil all over myself, but I feel like I'm going to get oil all over myself anyway. If I could use my right hand, oh fuck, that header is hot. All right, you know what? We're going to just go for it. Let's see. I feel like that's turned enough. Maybe wiggle it loose. This is a little different than the one I had on my Hellcat. Okay, feels like it's coming. Oh yeah, there it is. Not too bad on my hands. Got 3 fingers, but that's what that thing looks like. It kind of twists up in there. It has a little rubber gasket to help seal it. So that's okay. That's all right with me. A little easier than using a ratchet and a socket. That oil's coming out of there good too. But now I gotta find where this damn filter is. It might be on the other damn side. Let's slide out. So that's what that one looks like. Like I said, I think it's aftermarket, but I'm not 100% sure. That might be what comes on these stock. If you know, tell me in the comments whether or not this is stock or aftermarket. I'm just curious. I guess I could do my own research on the internet and find that out, but I'm just trying to be like every other person on YouTube and ask people questions to get some comments, but get some conversation going. But it's not that serious. Take a paper towel, clean this up just a little bit, and inspect it. Anytime you take something off your vehicle, you want to inspect, make sure there's not any broken pieces, make sure it looks like it's in good working order. This thing looks fine. It's just some kind of plastic or composite material, but it looks fine. Now the hunt is going to begin for this filter. I'm going to look up top first, I think, and see if I don't see where the filter is. Sometimes you can spot them up here and then you know where to go. This is pretty tight though. I don't know if I'll be able to see it under here. But I didn't see it on the other side, so we're going to slide in on the driver's side and check this out. I'm going to go ahead and grab my oil filter wrench. And we'll slide under here. Oh yeah, concrete's about, I don't know, 1,007 degrees. Shit. Okay, oh man, that's warm. Oh yeah. All right, now where's this goddamn filter? Where are you at, you damn filter? I hope it's not under all that fucking plastic up there that you gotta unbolt and take off. Because that's dumb. I don't like that. I don't like if it's under that plastic. But it probably is under this plastic. I bet you anything is under that plastic. I didn't see the oil filter underneath this vehicle when I got under here to drain the oil out. So I got a pretty good feeling that it's going to be underneath this plastic right here probably. I'm thinking it's going to be under this, which hell, they got stupid zip ties holding this thing on the rear. Unable to find the oil filter up underneath here as I'm draining this oil. So it's probably going to be up underneath this plastic cover. So I'm going to go ahead and grab me a little socket. I'm going to remove that one. There's one there. I'm assuming there's supposed to be 2 or 3 back here, but they've got a zip tie, 2 zip ties holding this piece on, so they must have lost those pieces or something. So we're going to go ahead and take these off, and I will leave this off perhaps and get the correct bolts if that's all I need to go back there and do this the right way instead of using those zip ties that somebody used. So let's try to find, sorry, I'm outside in the damn driveway, not in the garage. It's like 97 degrees out here in this damn Georgia heat. Concrete is burning my body. I'm sweating profusely. Kind of struggling now, and my damn mic keeps falling off. So let's find a socket that fits on these little sons of bitches. So far, the ones I've tried have not worked. They've been too large or too small. That one's too small. Come on, baby. That one there is just a little bit too small. We'll find it in this bucket of fun here. Damn, that one's too small. I'm gonna just go ahead and make a mess here. It's okay. That one's too big. Hell, maybe I don't have one that's gonna fit this thing. This is a little stupid. Okay, that one fits. There we go. Now, but I bet you it's not gonna fit on this damn ratchet. See what I tell you? I have to get a small ratchet to go on this one. So let me go find that shit. All right, I've got the correct socket. I have the correct socket now to go on for this, I believe. And I got the right ratchet. This is a 9/32. That's what I have here. And I say that it was the correct one. I don't know that it is. I could have swore that thing went on there. It is. It's doing it. All right, so 9/32. We'll start it off with the ratchet in the socket. I'll finish it off here with my fingers. It looks like there's also going to be two up here in the front that attach this this rear shield to the front shield. So I think it's going to be a total right now that we have to remove of 4. So right there, there's one in there. Then over here on the other side, there's one. So let's get those off as well. And I may need an extension to get in there, it looks like, maybe. I don't think this is the right damn size, y'all. This other one is not moving. This is really, it's a little disheartening up under here. Let's see, that one's spinning it, and that's a 7mm. So I've got a 7mm now that I'm using. Sometimes you have to adapt and overcome. I don't know if these are different sizes. It took the first one off, but the second one it did not take off. It would not spin it. Okay. So you don't have to take off those ones in the front. It just slides out from behind that one. And with these zip ties on here, all I got to do is slide this thing back. But I am going to get the bolts to go on there the way it's supposed to. It's going to be two more bolts just like that. So I'll put one of these in. I won't drive the car, and I will go get another one of these or two more of these to fit where they need to go, or I'll just order two more or something on the internet. With that being said, we got those out, and there's our filter right there. So we're going to undo that filter. We're going to probably get a little oil over some of this junk. We'll wipe that down when it drains. Now, because this oil filter is way up here and our drain pan is back here, we're going to have to go ahead and either get a second bucket to put under here to catch this oil, or what I'm going to do, since this thing has been dripping for so long, I'm going to go ahead and clean that off and put that oil drain plug back in. And after it's back in, we'll move this bucket up here to catch the oil that comes out of this filter. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll get you set up here, I guess, where you can see maybe. Yeah, you can see that okay. All right. So go ahead and grab your drain plug. I've got mine over here in this napkin, paper towel. Go ahead and wipe off this area surrounding this pan. It's still going to drip some, but just make sure you wipe it off. Get any dirt or debris that may have gotten on there while you've had this off. And we've got our plug. Slip it back in. Push it in till it seats, and then we're going to turn it to the right till you hear it click in place. It should stop dripping. We'll go ahead and wipe it off. We'll look at it. Make sure it's not dripping. It's not dripping, so we're good there. Now we'll slide this pan up to catch the oil from the filter, and let's get that filter off of there. So with these, you want to turn it, of course, to the left to untighten. So with this thing here, with this type of wrench, you're going to stick it on like this. And when you go to push, I'm going to push away from me like this. I'm pushing away from me like that. It's turning that filter to the left, which is what we want. Make sure our pan is good under here. I don't like this damn thing hanging like this. I feel like I'm getting oil all over the son of a bitch. It's already starting to drip from the filter. So So we'll keep going. We'll get this son of a bitch done. I'm tired of messing with it. Oh, we got some hot ass oil. Change my mind. I'm gonna let it drain for just a minute. Let some of that hot ass stuff get out of there. I'm gonna try to continue to take this off, spinning it with my hand, my left hand. This one's on here pretty good. A lot of threads on this one. All right, I'm gonna take that, slop it in the bucket. We'll let that drip for a few minutes while I go clean my hands off, and then we'll come back, clean up that little bit of oil, put our new filter on. Still leaking. I took it off. Well, the old gasket was still up there, and then I put a filter on there with the new gasket so it wouldn't seal properly and leaking. So I wasted some oil. I wasted a filter. So I'm not going to do that this time. You shouldn't either. I'm going to check and make sure that gasket came out. God damn, this concrete's hot. Shit. This damn concrete's a killer out here in this damn sun. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look in here at this one. We'll make sure that damn gasket came off. It looks like it. Yeah, that gasket came off of that filter. So that gasket's good. I'm looking up here. I don't see another gasket up there. It's all clear and clean. So we're good to go. See, there's no gasket up there. So what we'll do now is take a paper towel. We'll wipe this area down a little bit. Just wipe it down. All right, so that's good. Wipe down. Now we have our new filter. Let's take our new filter. We'll slide it on. I'm going to start turning it to the right. Don't put any pressure on this. Don't cross thread it. Don't force it. Let it catch itself. You have to get it at the right angle. There it is. You'll feel it catch, and it's on there. Now we can tighten it down. And when you tighten your oil filter back down, don't use your oil filter wrench. Just use your hands. It will seal fine if you just use your hands. Turn that thing on there. Hand tight. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to clean this oil that we have dripping here on these wires and things. I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to put this plastic piece back on after I clean it up, and then we'll be ready to add the new oil. So now that everything under the vehicle is back in place, we put the oil drain plug back in. We put the oil filter back in. We secured the little plastic panel up underneath there. Now it's time to add the oil, the fresh oil. This particular vehicle, 2019 Mustang GT, it's got a 5.0 Coyote engine. it requires 10 quarts of oil. Just so happens the oil that we're using today, the Royal Purple 5W30, comes in 5-quart jugs like this. So 2 of these and we're done, which we'll check it after we get it off these ramps. So let's go ahead and slowly start pouring this in. Trying not to drip this shit too damn much. It's still wanting to drip a little bit. There we go. All right, there's 5 quarts. Done. Let me grab the other jug. And I'll save these jugs. I'll pour the old oil back in these jugs and then go dispose of them properly. So no worries with that. Keep these jugs to put your old oil in. These jugs are much easier to transport than trying to transport that old pan down there. All right, let's try to put 5 more in here. Again, without spilling all this shit. Five and 5 makes 10. So there's that. That should be enough. Now I did have a little bit of oil spillage. Paper towels are your friend. We didn't get much. Just a little bit on this coolant reservoir here. A little bit on our funnel on the side. Then when you take your funnel out, you're going to drip some as well. So just take that paper towel, stick it up underneath there. Stick it in the hole. Make a little cone with your paper towel. Stick it in that hole. Set your funnel to the side. Now all that's left is to get this thing off the ramps. Well, I take that back. You got to put your oil fill cap on. I'm going to wipe it down. Get some of that old oil off of there. Put this thing back in here. All right, we'll get it off the ramps and we'll check our dipstick to see if we have sufficient amount of oil. The dipstick on this engine is over here on the opposite side of the oil filler, kind of hidden down here in between 2 of the 4 coil packs on this side. Pull it out, paper towel, get the oil that's on there off, stick it back in the hole, push it down, pull it back up, check it. Let's see. I'll do that one more time. I'll let how that turned out. So we are a little over halfway up the hash marks. We're in that first hole. That's where you want to be. So we are good with those 10 quarts that we put in. Clean that back off, stick it back in the hole, and this oil change is done. Always look up underneath when I start it up for the first time and check to see if I have any leaks coming from the oil drain plug or from my filter. And I did that when I pulled it off the ramps. Didn't see anything leaking, so this is a success.